Hey friends, so this video is primarily meant for those who don't check the forum, because those who are regulars on the forum can actually go to the categories and check the news updates that Small Giants puts on a regular basis, and check this latest news update about the round 2 of beta 58, where some of the hero balance changes have been reverted back, some have been changed for a little better, and some additional stuff has been added. So I'll just quickly go through, and it's come for testing. So apart from the new season about the Tales Unfolds, so I'll make a separate video on that. But let's quickly go through this news um, update that Small Giants has put. Note, what's below was shared with our beta testers today with kickoff of version 58 beta round 2. For better visibility, we are sharing these notes with the general community as well. It's a welcome thing, is my feedback to the staff. Version 58 starts today, round 2 starts today. This round contains not only some exciting new content, that is Untold Tales. Yay! I still have to check that, but I'm damn excited because the new heroes have come and they have a different speed. Changing tides. So I'll have a separate discussion on that. But also some big updates to the big balance update. Before going through today's list of adjustments to the previous lists, we would like to reiterate that we have already stated last week. Note, this is a very big update and we'll go through several beta rounds. We are not going to rush this out. And the details will go through multiple iterations. As of now, we have only just kicked off version 58, round 1, and in round 2, we will most likely make many changes to the current list of adjustments. If deemed necessary, we will do the same in round 3 and so on, which means they're going to seriously do it. That's at least what they are communicating, and I would like to give them that benefit because they have declared it. So that's that. Here's the TLDR of the changes we are making in beta round 2. Epic heroes will not be touched in the balance update, which is actually nice. Especially Brian Hild is what was a big concern for quite a few players across the spectrum. So obviously paid players have, but the players who don't spend, a lot of them use Brian Hild, and this is actually a good thing. Rolled back and or modified large number of hero specific nerfs. Added buffs for a number of older heroes plus stats boost for the mystery family. Okay. Improved costume bonus values for season 2 and seasonal event heroes, which is actually nice. Once again, none of what is being tested is final. This means heroes who have had their adjustments rolled back or modified may be looked again in future. For instance, we will continue to keep a very close eye on Milena, as healing for 25% at a faster than very fast speed is something that clearly exceeds the newly instated hard cap rules we want to adhere to. And this is something that I'm going to personally welcome. Not that I'm against Milena. I use Milena practically every war, and I like that hero, and she really saves the team. She is a big safety net for me for that particular hit. But 25%, when I look at it fairly and not emotionally from only my perspective, 25% comparatively at faster than very fast speed is on the higher side, because she is cleansing and she can potentially add 10% additional mana, which just charges up all the heroes. So, I mean, the blue, or for that matter, any hero, who are just close to getting charged. So that really adds and makes her very powerful. And all this is at faster than very fast speed. So let's get a little real over here. More heroes and or families may receive adjustments if deemed necessary. We are closely monitoring community feedback and will continue to take into account when crunching numbers for beta round 3. I think this is really heartening, and I think kudos to a lot of people on the forum who have taken leadership roles to communicate. Then there are a lot of fellow players who have taken analyst roles, where they have basically suggested with a lot of rationale and logic. There are a lot of players who've done a lot of hard work. So really, it's a moment to acknowledge. From my side, from the player side, and also they are being acknowledged, and all of us are being acknowledged from the Small Giant side. I'm still trusting them that this is being done with serious effort. Please keep in mind the big balance update is a huge update that alters relative power of stats and special scale number values. And as such, feedback given without actually playing at least few battles using at least some of the adjust heroes in beta server may not be entirely accurate. We express our sincere gratitude to those beta testers who are doing just that and providing us with valuable empirical data and feedback. Now, this, to an extent, is also an indication to me that I need to play with those heroes a few times before talking about them, and that's one of the decisions that I took. I did not play with all the heroes, and hence I basically did not speak about all heroes. I spoke about a couple of heroes personally, because amongst us, most, or I would say almost all heroes were covered. So this is also a message from SG to the beta testers that, before giving personal opinions or which are backed by the server recording of having played with those heroes. So I would like to put myself on the spot over there that I need to play with more variety of heroes. As we have stated in our previous announcement, our internal testing tool shows that many heroes, some old, some new, and many of whom are not receiving any direct adjustments, will land in a better place in the game after the update. We once again ask all testers and players to keep open mind and grant the overall idea behind this update a fair chance. Thank you always for your interest and support. Below are the list of changes that were made in beta round 2. Okay. Revisions to the adjustments made in 1. So Alasi costume was 436 in round 1, was reduced to 386 damage, and in round 2 is now at 412% damage. So it has been increased. Brian Hill reverted back to the previous. Okay. Ferdinand revised changes in the previous beta. Direct damage share effect will not be removed. The ailment reflect effect will be removed instead. Okay. And all allies receive 30% attack for 4 turns has been added. Okay. Guardian Gazelle and Gazelle costume has been reverted back to the old effect. This I had tested and I had some good, I would say, impact of having used boosted health at average speed of Arco along with Guardian Gazelle, both versions. But I had used the costume version more, and I still was winning battles. I remember winning at least 7 or 8 raids in a row. That's how powerful the impact was, because Gazelle needs some kind of a protection because of the fault and the penalty inbuilt into her special. In case of she dies, then the team just gets whacked and the mana is lost. So that needs to be answered, and I did not find that. And to answer that, Gazelle's full design will have to be changed, and that's the note that I have put across to as my recommendation, that don't either solve that fault line or revert both the versions of Gazelle back, because she's not overpowered at all, and plus she is vintage beyond, at least the original version is a vintage beyond 4+ years, and hence 4+ years old heroes don't need to be touched. Means they don't even have stats like crazy. Their specials have survived over the period, and plus I didn't find them really going crazy. Yes, the costume I feel gives a very unique advantage, but then I would like to believe, like me, many players would be using boosted health. So in case of boosted health, costume heal is relatively not useful, but is fantastic to have. So well, I'm glad that for now she has been reverted back to the original. Leonidas' second costume reverted back and direct damage remains to 40%. Milena reverted back to 25% healing. Oberkan reverted changes in the previous beta, so 260 direct damage, and counterattack is back at 95. Rice, boosted heal increased from 320 to 370. Sergey goes back to minus 54% defense against dark. New additions to the big balance update. Power increase per family, that's plus 15. Mystery family. Costume bonus changes per family. So Atlantis Lagoon from the 3361 moves to 77135. Springvale again moves to from 3361 to 5510.5. And Sand Empire moves from 2241 to 5510.5. Changes to special skills. Boss Wolf extended the range of mana generation and counterattack buffs to all allies. That's brilliant because Boss Wolf becomes absolutely pain in the ass for Rush. Fuck. Mysterio gets a buff from 150%, 157% to 175. Sargasso, direct damage goes 385 to 415, and healing reduction buff to -90. Additional notes: an increase in Tetis water damage was accidentally written under Tetis Sherry in previous. This has been now fixed. Added Sorrow stats changes to the full list of balance changes. Okay, so this is what has happened. I will leave it as a food for thought for whoever's watching. But yeah, I mean, I would like to end it on a note that I feel, I'm glad that SG has said that the beta testers need to seriously test and then talk. And this update round, I plan to speak about more number of heroes, which means I have to test more number of heroes. So yeah, I will leave it at that. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Cheers.